Welcome to the Word of Gab podcast. I am Gab, your mid-20s fun tita with a resting bitch face. This podcast is all about adulting lessons and stories in my journey to being a responsible adult while fostering healthy relationships, spreading positivity and confidence, and enjoying coffee. No pressure. You can do anything as you listen to this pod. You can work, do laundry, wash the dishes, or maybe just chill with me while you take a sip from your favorite drink. So, let the stories begin. Welcome back to the Word of Gab podcast, and we are halfway through. And also a few days na lang bago mag-end yung 2022, so we gotta get this thing rolling. On lesson 6, yes, we are on lesson 6 already. This is a lesson that I've learned. Well, it's a continuous process, but I think I've gotten a hang of it better now in 2022. The title is Ang Mahal Magmahal, and it's about being financially aware of how much you spend on things that you love. So why did I think of this lesson? Kasi kung sino man yung nagsabi ng money can't buy happiness is born with a silver spoon, is born with privilege. I mean, come to think of it, loving yourself costs money. Having a jowa costs money. Doing your passion costs money. Example, loving yourself. Bibili ka ng something nice for yourself para matreat mo man lang yung sarili mo. It doesn't have to be big, but it does still cost something, even if it's a small thing. Even if it's just an iced coffee, it costs something. Having a jowa, oh my god, this is gonna be an episode for February, I think. Before Valentine's, I'm gonna make an episode on how you can budget things with your partner. But it can be very costly. Especially with Kenneth and I, we usually eat out kasi mahilig kaming mag-enjoy ng mga good food. Halata ba sa katawan namin? Medyo lumaki nga kami noong 2022 kasi masyado kaming nag-enjoy. But on 2023, the goal is to still enjoy food, but in a healthier way. Kasi dati talaga, order everything, order anything we want on the menu, lalo na if it's a new place that we went to. Talaga. Take out din naman kakainin. I'm looking at you, Kenneth. If you're listening to this, I'm looking at. Anywho, why did I say this? And how is it a lesson? Well, I learned how to manage my finances this 2022. I learned about investments. I learned about how amazing the feeling is when you're living a debt-free life. And today, I'm going to give you some tips. Investments. You can actually start small. You can research on which areas you want to invest in. One of the things I invested in is shares. You can invest on shares, and you can also use like simple mobile banking if you're familiar to CIMB, Tonic, Maya, and there are a lot of other mobile banks that are allowing you to store your money and gain higher interest rates compared to just keeping it in your savings account. It's not much of an investment, but it's a good way if you want to save money and you still want to have like a little something every end of the month. I know CIMB, Tonic, and Maya shows or gives what you can earn every month. As in, nadadagdag siya dun sa mismong value ng savings mo. So, maganda siya. Nakikita mo na, okay, my money is growing. Maliit lang siya ha. It's not the same as yung stocks. It's just an interest na pumapatong doon sa savings mo. Stocks is a different thing and you have to really learn the trade before you invest on it. But my main tip in investing is do your research. Ask people who you know are actually doing it. Kasi mahirap kapag it's just someone who is promoting it, especially on YouTube. Makikita mo, there are a lot of people talking about it, but they're actually just promoting a certain product. It's still good to look for someone you know who has actual experience on things. Kasi it's a different thing. And also, how do you live a debt-free life? It has always been my practice kasi na nag-iimpok ako or nagsisave na ako ng portion ng salary ko I like to budget things a lot. I like to plan things. I have a Google Sheet where I track all my expenses and my income. I'm not doing so well on the expenses part, especially during the holidays, because I like buying gifts for people and I like spending on the holidays. But earlier, it's good to just see how you spend and where your money goes to. So, I have there my needs or yung mga bills, yung mga kailangan mong bayaran para mabuhay ka, pagkain, bahay, or rent. And then, you have there yung mga quote-unquote investments mo. So, if you have, yun nga, sabi nila life insurance, so sige, lagay natin doon. So, life insurance, what else? If you have other investments na ginagawa mo, edi yon may portion din yon. And then, I go with the savings agad. And then, I break it down kasi na meron akong savings for something. And then, meron akong emergency fund. Emergency fund, yun yung pag may nagkasakit, kung may mangyaring hindi inaasahan, kunwari may kailangan ipaayos sa bahay, doon ako pwedeng humugot. Savings, yun yung mas iniipon ko lang na hindi dapat masyadong magagalaw. Kaya nga tayo may emergency fund. Sometimes, if I really feel like I need a vacation, I would go get some sa emergency fund because it is for me and I've been saving up for myself and for the betterment of my life. So, okay din yun. Another thing na binabudget ko, since Kenneth and I were together, naglalagay din ako ng jowa budget. Meron talagang portion. Tapos, meron din akong personal budget. Okay? I see to it na meron matitira sa akin sa personal budget kasi if not, you would feel like you're working for nothing. If you keep just spending everything you earn for someone else, even if it's your family, you will feel like, what's the point of working when you're not allowed to buy something for yourself regardless of how big or small it is. So, yun yung mga major things that help me balance my finances and help me allocate resources better. Kumbaga, I was able to save up to get more clay stuff, clay cutters, yung more clay, of course, and then yung mga ginagamit ko. Same with my tablet. I was able to buy a tablet for my digital art. It's those kinds of things na makakatulong sa'yo in the long run then, and it's a good practice for you to learn how to handle your own finances. So, my challenge to you after this episode is that you keep a budget tracker. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just start small by having your income and your expenses side by side. Tapos gawan mo na lang siguro siya ng formula on how you can subtract. If this is a digital one ha, but you can do this manually din naman. Like every month ako nagtatali. But sa sheet kasi automatic na siya, may formula na ako na nilagay. Actually, I'm thinking of creating a digital budget tracker and a printed one that I might be selling soon. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me, and I want to hear your thoughts, so feel free to message me on Instagram or on Facebook at Word of Gab Podcast. You can follow, like, and share. As always, I want to remind you that when someone tries to dim your light, blind them. See you next time. Bye!